Hi everyone, welcome back. Today's topic, let's listen in. So, how was that team dinner last night? I couldn't make it, unfortunately.
It was fine, though it ran a lot later than I expected.
Oh no, how late are we talking?
Almost midnight, actually. I definitely wasn't planning on that.
That's rough on a weeknight. Did people seem to want to stay that long?
Some did, clearly, but I could tell a few of us were quietly checking the time.
The classic silent struggle of wanting to leave but not wanting to be the first one out.
Exactly that. It's such a strange unspoken rule, isn't it?
It really is. Do you feel like there's pressure to attend these things in general?
A little, if I'm being honest. Not explicitly, but it feels expected somehow.
That's interesting, because I've never once been told I have to go.
Same here, nobody says it out loud. It's more of a vibe thing.
I get that. Culture like that can be hard to put your finger on, but you still feel it.
Exactly. Anyway, do you think this kind of drinking culture is changing at all these days?
I think so, at least a little. Younger employees seem less into it than before.
I've noticed that too. A few newer hires barely show up to these things at all.
Do you think that's a good thing, or does it hurt team bonding somehow?
A bit of both, maybe. Bonding matters, but forcing it never works well.
That's a fair point. Genuine connection is hard to manufacture with mandatory fun, so to speak.
Right? Some of my best work friendships came from small random conversations, not big group dinners.
Same here. Those smaller moments feel a lot more genuine somehow.
Exactly. Anyway, do you drink much yourself when you do go to these things?
Not really. 1 or 2 at most. Then I switch to something non-alcoholic.
I do the same. Nobody's ever pushed me to drink more than that, though.
That's good to hear. I've heard stories from other companies where that's not the case at all.
Yeah, my friend's workplace is apparently pretty intense about it.
Really? What does she say happens there?
Basically, saying no to a drink is seen as almost rude, from what she's told me.
Wow, that sounds exhausting. I'm glad our office isn't like that at all.
Same here. I think our team lead is pretty considerate about that stuff.
Agreed. She always makes a point of ordering plenty of non-alcoholic options too.
Right, and nobody's ever commented on it if I just stick to soda the whole night.
That's how it should be. People should be able to opt out without any weirdness.
Agreed. Anyway, do you think these events help you professionally at all?
Sometimes, yeah, I've had some pretty candid conversations with senior people at these things.
That's true. There's something about a casual setting that loosens people up a bit.
So, do you think there's a generational split on how people feel about all this?
Yes. My parents' generation seems to view it as basically mandatory bonding.
That matches what I've heard too. Work relationships and personal life used to blend together a lot more.
Right, and I think younger people just draw that line a bit more firmly now.
Makes sense. Work-life balance has become such a bigger priority overall, it seems.
Exactly. I think that shift is a healthy one, even if it changes team dynamics a little.
I agree. Anyway, do you personally have any boundaries around these events?
A few. I try never to stay past 10, no matter what's going on.
That seems reasonable. How do you usually pull that off without it feeling awkward?
I just mention it early on, so nobody's surprised when I leave.
That's smart, setting the expectation ahead of time instead of scrambling for an excuse later.
Exactly. Nobody's ever pushed back on it once I mention it clearly.
So, do you have any boundaries around it beyond just the time limit?
Yeah, I don't do the whole second and third round thing that some people love.
The never-ending night phenomenon. I've heard those can go until sunrise sometimes.
Apparently, yeah, though I've genuinely never stayed to find out myself.
Smart move. Anyway, what do you think would be a good alternative to this whole format?
Maybe something during the day, like a team lunch instead of dinner and drinks.
That's a great idea. Removes the whole late-night pressure entirely.
Exactly. Plus, everyone's more alert during the day anyway, which makes conversations better too.
That's true. Nighttime energy after a full workday is not always great for deep conversation.
Right? Some activity-based options could work too, like bowling or something low pressure like that.
I love that idea. Gives people something to do besides just sitting and talking all night.
Exactly, and it takes the pressure off any awkward silences too.
So, should we suggest something like that to our team leads sometime?
Maybe, though I don't want to come across like I'm against the whole tradition entirely.
That's fair. Maybe framing it as an addition rather than a replacement would land better.
Good idea, like, keep the dinners occasionally, but add some daytime options too.
Exactly. Gives people more choice without scrapping what already works for some.
That seems like the most balanced approach. Nobody feels like they're losing something.
Agreed. Do you think you'll bring this up with her?
I think I will, maybe next week when things are a little less busy.
Let me know how the conversation goes. I'm curious how she'll react.
I will, for sure. It'll be interesting to see if others feel the same way I do.
More people than you'd expect. This kind of thing tends to be a common feeling.
That's true. People rarely bring it up themselves, though, out of fear of seeming antisocial.
That's such a good point. Nobody wants to be seen as the one who doesn't want to bond.
Exactly, even if what they want is just a healthier way of bonding.
Right. Wanting boundaries doesn't mean not caring about the team at all.
Completely agree. Anyway, do you think management even realizes some people feel this way?
Not likely, unless someone says something directly.
That's likely true. Silence gets mistaken for satisfaction way too often.
Exactly, which is all the more reason for you to bring it up.
You're right. I'll try to frame it constructively rather than as a complaint.
That sounds like a great approach. Let me know if you want help wording it beforehand.
I might take you up on that. Thanks for talking this through with me.
Anytime. This was such an interesting thing to unpack together.
One more thought, do you think this varies a lot by industry, too?
Yes, I've heard sales-heavy industries lean way more into this kind of culture.
That makes sense. Relationships matter even more directly to the business there.
Right, whereas somewhere like ours, it's more optional and social rather than essential.
I feel pretty lucky about that, compared to some of the stories I've heard.
Same here. It could be a lot more intense than it is for us.
Exactly. Anyway, I think we've officially turned drama night into a mini culture discussion.
We did. Seems to happen every time we sit down together.
Not complaining, though. I like where these conversations always end up.
Me neither. Anyway, do you think you'll go to the next one, whenever that ends up being?
Yeah, though I'll set my own timeline going in this time.
Good plan. Learning from experience, I guess.
Exactly. What about you? Will you join the next one if you're free?
I think so. I do enjoy them, in moderation at least.
That's the healthiest way to look at it, moderation over avoidance.
Exactly. I don't think the events themselves are bad, just the pressure around them sometimes.
Well said. That's such a clear way to put it.
Thanks. Anyway, has anyone ever organized something during the day here, like you mentioned?
Yes, once, a picnic thing a couple years back. People seem to enjoy it.
Oh, why did that stop happening? Do you know?
I think whoever organized it just left the company, and nobody picked it back up.
That's kind of a shame. Good traditions sometimes just quietly disappear like that.
Exactly, maybe that's another thing worth reviving when I bring this up.
Mention it for sure. Sounds like something people already responded well to before.
Good point. I'll add that as an example of something that already worked.
That's a smart move. Concrete past examples are always more convincing than just ideas.
Exactly. I feel a lot more confident about this conversation now.
Glad I could help build that up a bit. I think this could go well.
Thanks, that means a lot. I'll let you know how it goes.
Please do. I'm genuinely invested in this now.
I'll keep you posted, seriously. Anyway, should we finish up here, or order one more thing?
Let's get some gyoza before we go. Feels wrong to leave without it at this point.
Agreed. It's basically become tradition at this point.
Right? Some traditions are worth keeping, unlike late-night mandatory dinners.
Exactly. Well played. Let's order and then head out after.
This turned into such a good night, even without any second-round shenanigans.
It did. Thanks for hearing me out about all of this tonight.
Anytime. Seriously, good luck with that conversation next week. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe for daily episodes. See you tomorrow. Bye.